Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's session, I'm going to talk about Mucedorus. It's a romantic comedy play about which I'm going to talk today. Before that, subscribe my channel to get the further updates about the upcoming lecture. Yes, this play, Mucedorus, the full name of the play is A Most Pleasant Comedy of Mucedorus, the Kings of Son of Valentina, and Amidine, 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 the king's daughter of Aragon, Aragon. Okay, this is the full title of the play, but generally the play is called as Mucedorus. It's an Elizabethan era stage romantic comedy play, and it was performed around 1590, but this play was reviewed frequently until the Restoration Age, and it was said to be one of the most performed plays of the Elizabethan age. Around 16 quarto editions were published between 1598 and 1668, which made it a widely printed play from the time, of course. And this play was performed for both Queen Elizabeth and King James I. A revised and expanded version was published in the year 1610 with some additional scenes. So this play was attributed to William Shakespeare, but scholars didn't agree that. Okay, some scholars have proposed that the play is attributed to George Peele, Robert Greene, and Thomas Lodge. And this play belongs to the genre of Greene's works, the James IV, and Peele's Old Wives' Tales. Okay, these two plays belong to the same genre of this play, Mucedorus. When it was performed for James I, a prologue was included in this play. This play opens with an introduction which consists of meta-theatrical flighting between the allegorical personifications, comedy and envy. Envy declares that he will turn this pleasant comedy into a tragedy. The comedy challenges envy to do so and claim that mirth will triumph in the end. Scenes 1 and 2 were new additions to the text with its Jacobean revision. In these scenes, the Prince of Valencia, Valencia, Prince of Valencia, Mucedorus, having heard that Amidine, the daughter of the King of Aragon, who is extraordinarily beautiful, bids a farewell to his friend Anselmo. Anselmo who is the friend to Amidine, who reveals to him the plan that to disguise himself in order to pursue her. Anselmo offers him the costume of shepherd in which he has previously performed in a mask. Mucedorus disguises himself, swears Anselmo to secrecy, and departs. The second additional scene introduces the clone of the play, Mouse, M-O-U-S-E, Mouse, who is the clone. He enters having fled from feeding his master's horse, frightened by a bear, or might be some devil in bears. In his attempt to escape it, he advances backwards, only to trip over the bear, flee in terror. In the original version, the play began with Segasto, who is betrothed to Amidine, running in terror, swiftly followed by Amidine herself from a bear, which chases them across the stage. Segasto abandons Amidine, but she is rescued by Mucedorus, who appears wielding a sword and the bear's head. She thanks him and invites him to the court of Aragon. Now, Mucedorus is invited to the court of Aragon. See, after the arrival of Amidine and Mucedorus, Segasto becomes envious of Mucedorus, a lowly shepherd who is now honored in court for his bravery. Mucedorus was honored in a court, which Segasto couldn't bear. Segasto asked his friend Tremilio. Tremilio is Segasto's friend, who asked his friend Tremilio to kill Mucedorus, which Tremilio agrees to do. But Mucedorus dispatches him quickly. Okay, Mucedorus, who dispatched him very quickly. Mucedorus is brought before the king and sentenced to death for killing Tremilio. But Amidine reveals the king that it was Mucedorus who saved her from the bear, from the animal. The king spares Mucedorus' life, but Segasto falsifies a directive banishing Mucedorus from the kingdom. He makes plans somehow to drive the Mucedorus out of the kingdom. Amedyne and Mucedorus declare their love for each other and decide to leave the kingdom together. When she is waiting to meet up with Mucedorus in the nearby woods, Amedyne is captured by Bremo, B-R-A-M-O, Bremo, a wild man, to be his bride. Mucedorus, finding that Amedyne has disappeared. Now again he disguised himself as a hermit and is captured by Bremo as well. Mucedorus convinces Bremo that he and Amedyne must be taught how to fight so that they may defend themselves when Bremo is not around to protect them. Once Bremo gives Mucedorus a sword, Mucedorus kills him and disguises as the hermit and becomes the shepherd again. Segasto, who had been searching the forest for the lost couple, he is searching for them. Segasto, and later finds Amedyne and Mucedorus. Amedyne declares her love for Mucedorus and Segasto decides to relent. Mucedorus now reveals that he is actually the Prince of Valencia. After getting to know these events, the king approves of the marriage between Mucedorus and Amedyne, and the play ends with all characters living to celebrate. The characters Envy and Comedy return to the stage, with Envy claiming that he can still defeat Comedy. As the two fight, they recognize the monarch in the audience and tragedy serve the throne. Well, that's it about the play Mucedorus. Thanks for listening. Subscribe my channel.